We'd like to thank everybody for your patience throughout this trial. There's been a lot of ups and downs, but we'd like to thank the state's attorney's office for doing a job well done. The jury did their job today in convicting Susan Lorincz. Now it's time for the next chapter of getting Susan sentenced. So this is not over, and we appreciate you still being here with us. And at this time, I'd like for Ms. Pamela to say a few words.
Good afternoon. This has been a long journey to get to this day, to get to this verdict. I am very pleased with the jury, the prosecution, the verdict of the guilty. I find some peace with that verdict. I feel that although my daughter is gone forever, the children's mom is gone forever, but we've achieved some justice for Ajika. My heart is a little lighter, and we're now on the path of true healing. I'd like to thank all of the friends, family, media, community, the nation who stood beside us and walked this journey with us. My heart goes out to families who have lost loved ones to violence, and to those who have not found justice as we did. Again, I thank you. Please continue to keep the family and especially Ajika's 4 children in your prayers. Thank you.
And that's all the time we have for now. Thank you.
How are the children doing?
The children are coping the best that they can. Certainly the loss of their mom lingers every single day. They are seeking counseling. And so we ask everyone to keep keep the children in your prayers, because right now they need the whole community to be behind them.
I'm sorry for your loss. Have you guys gotten a chance to speak to the prosecutors yet?
We were able to speak to the prosecutors briefly. We shared our thank yous with them, and we were able to exchange pleasantries. But just like I've said before, and the state's attorney's office agrees, we still need to sentence Susan Lorincz.
Yeah, you said you've achieved some justice, but it's still not over. What is next step for this?
The next step is the sentencing part.
Ms. Pam, we noticed how visibly shaken you were throughout the trial. If you had an opportunity to say something to Susan right now, what would you tell her?
No words for Susan Lorincz.
What does this verdict signal to you?
It's a good step in the right direction. And that right direction was first getting Susan convicted. The jury did their job today. Now it's up to Judge Hodges to do his job in handing down the best sentence he can, which is the maximum penalty. Thank you.
Anthony, real quick, I know Pamela's the mom. Can you just name everyone who's here came to support?
Yes, absolutely. I'd like for them to introduce themselves.
Lisa Brown, Bachelor's best friend, Sel's sister. Tequila Robinson. Valicia Whittier. Kimberly Robinson Jones.
Are you two related? Or friends?
We're friends, best friends.
We're all family now.
I noticed that the crowd in the courtroom was getting larger and larger each day. Did you guys know everyone there, or were some of them strangers?
No, I think from the position we were sitting at, we couldn't tell behind us who was there, so I'm pretty sure we didn't know everybody. But it felt like, we had a lot of support, especially from the community.
And we know a lot of people were watching online as well, who were not present in court.
What are the next steps now? I know you guys spoke about healing after this verdict.
Well, healing is a process, right? And so as we go through this process, we do the best that we can day by day. Right now, we're on the edge right now and making sure that Judge Hodges, gives Susan the maximum penalty. And that's what we're praying for right now.
The world is seeing right now that it seems like this verdict is saying just because you are afraid doesn't give you the right to take action without being.
Well, yeah, it seemed that way. Not only was Susan Lorincz on trial today, but so was Stand Your Ground and how that's defined. I think we made one step closer with case law in defining what stand your ground actually means. No, you cannot claim to be in fear of your life. No, you can't bait the police by telling them you're in fear for your life over the phone to make sure they hurry up and get there. So, yes, yeah, the whole world is watching, and now we're able to put another definition to stand your ground.
Could you describe the moments when that verdict came down? I would have to just think it would just be monument. You waited over a year for this. What was that split second verdict? What was that like?
Well, I can't tell you exactly what Pamela was feeling, but at the same time, I felt her energy, and I felt the release. And so because of that, I too was happy to hear that verdict. Certainly, given the contrary, it would have been a very sad day. But we are feeling better, and we are thankful for the guilty verdict.
And for friends and family who were here throughout the trial, how difficult was it to see AJ's last moments dissected in the way that it was?
I can definitely say that it was gut-wrenching, and I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. No person, whether you were related to her or not, whether you knew her or not, should have to see her neighbor begging her to wake up in a field where her children are watching.
Okay. Well, thank you again. I think that's all we have for now.